know the entirety of the story. I don't know no details or anything like that. I've been away, I've been on the road. I haven't really got to sit down and talk about and discuss things like that. But as far as I know, the person that Coach Smith was to me, he was a great person, great guy, great coach. So that's all I know.
How were you guys told?
Find out like you guys through social media.
Has he been in touch with you guys personally since yesterday?
No, not yet. No, I'm sure that he will be, but not yet.
How much does it help? I mean, you guys are an experienced group coming back, and you kind of alluded to this, but how much does it help that you guys have all been around the program for a couple of years and you're very comfortable with the situation?
Yeah, I think it helps a lot just because we have a lot of mature guys. We're not naive to the situation. We understand what's going on, and we understand the critical time that it is right now. But I think me, Terry McCoy and Johnny Dixon, being the eldest guys of the group, we'll be able to, wrap things up and make sure that the freshmen understand as well and the younger guys understand and just move forward.
A lot of people talked about Brian Hartline maybe taking over, and I don't want you to pick a guy, but can you tell me a little about what it's been like to work with him and what kind of skills he has in terms of teaching how to play wide receiver?
Yeah, it's been great working with him. He's a great guy. He's played at the next level and also dominated at the next level, so it's been great. I don't know what's going to happen moving forward, but I put all the trust in Coach Meyer and our coaching staff to make the right decision for the players, which they always do. So.
Part of that room.
Yeah, for sure. Just because he's someone who's already familiar with the way we go about things, familiar with our culture. He's been great. He's adapted to us. He's been there for 2 years. We've grown a relationship. Everyone has with him. So it would be cool.
You see a guy that comes straight from the NFL, I think first time running around with you guys. It's surprising that somebody made money with this, had the credit that he wanted to come, basically get his time with you around the program.
It's not surprising, especially not coming from Ohio State, because I feel like a lot of guys, you leave Ohio State and it was something that you forever miss, and just to be back around that for him, I think that was a good feeling for him. But it was also cool to see, just because, like you said, the things that he did, coming back to show that he still cares about the generations that still coming through the school. So it was definitely extremely, extremely. But I got him with me in my heart, so it's all good.
Parris, with a new quarterback coming in this season, when you're so used to JT being the guy for the majority of the time, how difficult is it to rework or retime the timing and the passes and the routes?
It's definitely it's difficult. Can't lie about that. It's definitely difficult. I think that's just something that takes time. We've been at it since spring ball day one. It's going to continue through training camp. And I'm sure it's going to continue, through the weeks of the season. It's something that it's just going to take an incredible amount of time. But I'm, confident that we'll get there for sure.
Can you give us a sneak peek at what that process is like of just trying to, start a new page, get on the same page with a new guy, whoever that may be?
Honestly, I think it comes from positives and negatives. Whether that's during practice, whether that's just putting in extra time, running routes, doing whatever. But I think the adversity that we're going to face as an offense, through this training camp, I think that's going to play a huge role in that, just because there's going to be days where the offense comes out, we look really good, we're clicking on all cylinders, and there's going to be practices where we come out and it's, all right, well, it's like the defense, killed us today. And I think that's where that mesh, that timing, that molding, that's where it's going to come from.
Dwayne has all the physical skills, but he also has really good poise, it seems like. All the great quarterbacks need that. He showed that at Michigan. He acted like it was no big deal.
Right.
Come to the big house. You guys were trailing at the time. Has he been like that since he's been at Ohio State? Does his poise stand out to you?
Yeah, definitely. I think what has caused that a little bit, just in that moment when we were in that game, was the play that he made with Austin Mack. I think in that moment right there, that kind of just got everything clicking for him. And in the huddle, before he made that play, you could tell he was just a little bit of nervousness overcame him. But after that play, it was like he's talking to guys. He's like, "Coach, what's the play? What's the play?" He's like making adjustments. So you could just tell that he needed some type of play to just give him just an inch of confidence. And that play did that.
We've talked a lot about it in the media. Fans have talked about his performance against Michigan. Are we making too much of it because it was a small sample size? It was like 1.5 quarters of football. I mean,
right. I don't think people are making too much of it because honestly, that stage, to perform as he did on that stage, against our rivals, that's huge, especially for our coaches and our teammates. That's ultimately what matters. But for me, to see him perform like that, it was huge. Just to see him come on that stage.
What did you like? You guys were really close with the way. How excited are you to get out there with a guy that you were just such good friends with and just play the game of football in front of 200,000 people?
I'm extremely excited. He's been like my little brother, since he got there, and just the talent that he has, the gifts that he has. I'm excited for him to showcase himself to the world, but I'm also excited for him to help this team and lead this team and be the quarterback that we need him to be.
What have you seen out of him this offseason?
Like that, with you got to go out there and talk JT or anything like that.
Nah, we'll do that. Not at Ohio State.
What has he done to maybe take that next step this offseason? Like, what have you seen out of him just working out with him and being around him on a daily basis?
In the weight room, on the field, he's just a different dude. You can just see it in his work. He was kind of a guy like joked around a little bit. Had funny times in the locker room. You don't see that as often anymore. And then like I said, when we're in the weight room, you can really tell that he's working hard, like giving it his all. And like I said earlier, he's coming out of his shell, trying to be that leader that we need him to be.
And we talked a lot about towards the end of last season, NFL draft with you and Johnny.
Yeah.
What went into your decision to come back this year?
Well, for me personally, I felt like I had some personal goals that I didn't, obtain, and then I think ultimately, I felt like if I would have left last year, I would have cheated myself out on a lot of things. Just because number one, I felt like I want to leave a legacy at Ohio State, and if I would have left last year, then I would have cheated myself on that. And then second, I feel like I have so much more things to polish up on and to show these NFL scouts that I am a polished receiver. And if I would have left last year as well, that
you guys made a big point about the brotherhood last year. You guys are also close, especially that wide receiver. How much did that also play?
It was huge as well. Just because I knew with coming back, I wasn't coming into something that was artificial. It's real with our unit. A lot of teams may talk it, a lot of teams may say it, but it's not cliche with us. We actually mean it and we live it. So I knew coming back with those guys would be an enjoyable time. So for sure.
It seems like every Ohio State team in the past few years has been compared to that 2014 championship team. And that team was just so tight-knit, and it just seemed like they were so close. How tight is this team in terms of just everybody loving each other and loving to play with each other? How close are you guys?
I think the love is real. I think the brotherhood is real. Just because we lost a lot of guys, but a lot of the guys that we had last year are still on the team, so it's kind of 50-50. But I think that my teammates realize that connection is what gets us success on the field. By being that close, by being having that close-knit relationship, that's why we are successful. So I think that's part of the reason why.